Hey everyone, Andy here from Therapy Site Builder, where we are going to be going over how to build an email list. Email marketing is one of the best ways to grow your business. I have multiple coaches who've created millions from email lists, and it's not the only thing they do, but if they only had a couple of things to choose from, odds are one of the things they would always choose is email marketing. Despite how awesome platforms are these days, you're always going to have access to your email list when you might not have access to Facebook or other platforms. You never know what they're going to do. So protect yourself and build a great email list, which will lead to a great business. So what we are going to do first, very first part of of growing an email list is making a lead magnet, which is a piece of content that you've created that's valuable to some sort of audience. That's just a term they use, lead magnet or guide or whatever. It's just a short piece of content that you can exchange for another person's email address. So you can create that right here within Therapy Site Builder if you want. You can create a PDF. You can use any variety of tools to create that. But anyway, the first step is creating it. So as you can see, I've created one here, 10 cool business ideas for occupational therapists. So just a list there. And again, I'm not going to have this be public facing. I'm going to reward people in a certain sequence. And I'm going to show you that now. So again, I've accomplished step one. I have some useful content for a group of people. Next step would be, let me go to my page here. Next step would be creating a page that you can use to collect email addresses. So as you can see, to create this, all I did was I just went in and where is my opt-in? So, you can get an opt-in or you can get, right here. That's the one I chose. I just didn't want to create something super unique. Just wanted to do it fast. I changed the background to make it look a little custom. But anyway, now I have a form. So I have a valuable piece of content. Now I have a form to collect the email addresses. What's going to happen after a potential user inputs their name and email address? I'm going to think about that. So on my button, I'm going to go into my settings, action on submit. This is what journey we're going to take them through after they submit. So go to page is what I'm going to do because I've already created a page, and I'm going to go to that page and I'll show you what I created. But anyway, I'm going to link it up, but let me quickly show you that one that I created. So this is what perhaps a user would see after they entered their email and name. Is thank you for your interest in our guide. To download, please check your email. Make sure you have added this address, meaning whatever the address you're sending from, so they can add it as a contact and it doesn't go to spam, which will improve the deliverability, which is a big problem for a lot of people, so it doesn't get lost. Anyway, if you want to add any more instructions, you can. What I would also recommend, while you're at it, join our rad group of OT entrepreneurs on Facebook. Here, link to Facebook group. And again, you could go ahead and include the external link to that group. Again, you're maximizing. I'm giving you a lot of value on this, giving you an extra tip to grow your Facebook group while you grow your email list. This is a valuable piece of real estate, this thank you page. Not just, hey, check your email, but also help me grow my business in a different way without directly saying that, which will also benefit them because you might have some great community and content in your Facebook group, as an example. I'm going to save that. So again, once they clicked on that form and input their name and email, this is where I'm taking them. What happens next? Well, what happens next is a person generally needs to confirm their email address, but the reason why we don't give them content right here and link to it or attach it or any of that is we want to train them to get into your email and open your email, make sure that it's going to be accepted, and that's why we're asking them to include your address, your sending address. So that's very important, not to give them the lead magnet right out the gates. You want them to do that after they get the first email from you. So after after they go through that path, really what's next is setting up some email sequences. You have to do this in email marketing software, which I'm super happy to say we're going to have super soon. So maybe when you're listening to this, we'll already have it. But if not, I'm going to recommend a different tool to you. So at this point, I want you to send me a message here through support. I want you to say, Andy, I have created a valuable piece of content. I have a lead magnet. I have also created a thank you page like this. And if you have a link, I want you to include that link to me. And beyond that, what I want you to do is make sure you have made a form like the one I already showed you, like this. Make a form so you can collect email addresses, and make sure when you've done that, you've gone in here, given the form a name. That will be something you can recognize, and put your email address in there so that when people submit for the guide, that you get notified. And again, make sure you link that up to the thank you page so that once they hit submit, they are directed to the thank you page that has the next set of instructions. If you are using something like Moosend or one of the integrations highlighted here in our applications, if you're using one of these things, then on your form settings, you can actually go in and attach it to a list that you've set up in your email marketing software. So anyhow, I want you to, again, make this landing page, make your content, and then I want you to be thinking about some emails that you can start putting together. And there's a certain way I want you to go about that. So that's why I want you to send me a message. Tell me if you're using email marketing, what one you're using. That way I can give you next steps on how to best link it up with all these other things that you're doing. So hopefully this was helpful. I'm Andy from Therapy Site Builder, and we will see you next time.